notes.
What did this? Let me see. Can't see you.
Can you see my screen?
Oh yeah, I see it now, bro.
All right. How long have you been day trading?
No, bro, not like I have not been a day trader at all, bro. Like this is
Okay.
like yeah, beginning. So if I have to watch videos or do anything in the background, I will, bro.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to get a feel for if you knew what like trading view was. Do you know what this is that I'm on?
I mean it's the market exchange, I'm assuming. I mean,
Yeah.
what is
Okay.
this
I
particular
got
program?
trading view. So it's
Okay.
just tradingview.com. You just click on trading view and you come over here to charts. And this is all recorded, so I'll
Oh,
send
all
this
right.
video. Yeah, yeah. I'll send this video to your email
Okay,
and
cool.
it pulls up the charts. I don't know if you saw that. Let me see. You just click on charts right there and it'll
Okay.
pull up these charts right here.
All right,
So
cool.
anything that you want to trade, I'm sure you have friends that like trade like crypto, forex,
Yep.
indices, bonds, futures. Any of this, I pulled that up over here on the watch list. It's just the press plus mark, and forex, futures, funds, stocks, crypto,
Is there
indices,
something you particularly focus on, or is it just kind of
forex.
general?
Forex is specifically what I day trade.
Okay.
I was just letting you know that this system works for any of this,
Right.
anything. If you want to do cryptos out the blue someday, if you want to do futures out the blue someday, it's all the same. Or stocks.
Right.
In particular, I do GJ, GBP, JPY. All that is basically hold on, where's let me pull up my chart. All right. All that basically is basically the pound versus the yen. Simple.
Okay.
It's anything over here when you pull it to the side and you like hover over all of them like this is gold, it'll tell you exactly what it is when you hover over it.
Okay.
So gold, oh yeah, if you want to trade gold, silver and stuff. I'm actually looking into thinking about messing with gold only because of how the US dollar is going on in the world. So I'm wondering if gold is a safe haven.
Right.
Um, I will send you a video. I'm gonna actually send that to you now.
Okay.
That the creators of TradingView.com, which anybody that day trades, they use TradingView.
Okay.
Anybody they use because the charts are a lot cleaner. That's why you see anybody they'll always have these charts open. It's just a lot cleaner. Let me
Okay.
send you a video real quick just so because I don't want to botch explaining. I'm still going to explain it to you, but I want you to have more information than the way I use it and then the way that the creators use it.
Okay.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna send it to your phone. All right, paste. And then I'm gonna also send you this to your email, copy link, sent. Clothing liquidator. That link I sent you for the email, let me
Hmm.
know if it says free on there.
All right.
Make sure it lets you in.
Checking my junk mail because I haven't received it. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come through right now.
Okay. I just want to make because sometimes it goes to like charging or try to charge somebody, but it should just say this free.
Okay.
And that'll show you that's basically mine to where I have like 10 videos of 10 videos of basically 10 different clients. maybe you might have questions that they didn't have after our Zoom call. And
Okay.
it's just something to watch to get you even more familiar on day trading and everything. It's just extra help. That's it, extra.
Sure. For sure. Yeah, I'll do the groundwork, behind the scenes.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it shows you free so you don't send me a message saying, hey, it says it's trying to charge or whatever. No, it should be free. But okay. And then I sent to you in your phone trading view. This is how trading view works, but I'm gonna go over it real quick. So none of this stuff right here I use. Nobody uses none of this stuff. This
Okay.
you're never gonna use any of this is just like if you let's just say if I deleted this off, it brings it back.
Okay.
If all this stuff got deleted by accident, it'll just bring it back. Replay mode, this is if okay, if we were just sitting here talking. Now I can show you, hey, if price comes to, let's just say this area, we're gonna see the type of reaction it gets. If it broke through, you know, I'm just showing you what replay does. Comes down, taps price, takes off. That's just what replay does. It just gives you more to work with and practice. That's all replay does. All right, let me take this off. Alerts. I don't use that. I just do it this way. I just right click on my computer and it's add alert and
Okay.
it'll do it on the price right here and you can just hit create. Create, all it does is it'll leave this little marker because we put the alert right here. So if price comes down and taps you don't see the line, but it's there. If it comes to this price, it'll alert your phone or your email. You choose which one you put it on, but it can alert your phone or email if you're not looking at the charts.
Okay.
Uh,
That's that little black triangle there. That's a marker that you set, right?
yeah, this is your alert. This is the alert marker.
Okay.
All I did was right click and you'll see add alert.
Right.
And this is the price. It's doing the price for over here. Right here, notifications, email. Whichever one you choose, you just press create and boom, another one just created. So
Okay.
it'll just keep creating them. All right, so we did this. I don't use any of this. We don't use no indicators. All this does is change up your charts. I don't use it. There's nothing you need. Look,
Mhm.
all it does is play with your chart. That's it.
Okay.
You don't need none of that. These are your time frames. All I use is the daily, the 4 hour, and the 30 minute. Sometimes I'll go down to the 5 minute, just to make like for this reason. Let me clear this off. Let me just put a box right here to be more specific. Where's the box? Where's the box? Right here. So if I was on the 30 minute, I wouldn't be able to see what's going on in here in these candlesticks because it's just two candles and it's the 30 minute. Each candlestick is 30 minutes when you're on a
Mhm.
30-minute time frame. So if you're on a 4 hour time frame, each candle is a 4 hour time frame. The only reason we would be going to a 5 or a 15, which I rarely don't do, is literally this reason because you get more detail in what's going on versus
Mhm.
just those two candles. So this right here, I can clearly see something like this to where price was, stuck in between right here and it broke structure, broke resistance and came above and created this support and started taking off. Okay. I wasn't able to see that on the 30 minute because
So,
it's
question for you.
mhm.
When people break it down even further in time, does that mean they take advantage more of certain markets at a specific interval then? Or, you do it 30 minute as opposed to maybe someone doing it every 5 or 10. Is
Yeah.
that accurate
Doesn't
or?
make a difference. Let me tell you why, and I'll show you. I came, it's a perfect example. No matter what time frame you're on, and I'll tell you why I'll tell you the pros and the cons of going down to the 5 minute and all that. But okay, so you're on the 30 minute, we have the price at this wick right here. No matter if we change it to the 4 hour, it's still at that wick. No matter if we change it to the daily, well, the daily is too big, so the candle is in between this.
Yeah.
But the price stays the same at 117 on the 4 hour. On the 30 minute, you're still at that 213, 117. on the daily, it doesn't matter. You're still at 213,117. So if I put my buy in on any of these time frames, at the end of the day, the price is where it's at, no matter what time frame you're on. 213,117. The
Okay.
only reason that the 5 minute and the 15 minute will come into play when you're what you're meaning by those intervals is people get lost in situations like let me show you on NAS 100. It's a lot easier to show this example. So if
Mm,
you see that we are in like a full on, we're on a 5 minute now. So all right, let's go on a 30 minute. Okay, we are on a full on buying structure. But when
mhm.
you drop down to the 5 minute, yes, it's nice that you get those perfect entries that you're wanting, even though there's no such thing as perfect entry. Because like I just showed you, if no matter where you have, no matter what time frame you're on, price comes here regardless of the day.
Mm,
So perfect entry is not a, it's not a thing. But this is what will screw people over. People when they get into the 5 minute, you're in buys on the daily, buys on the 4 hour, buys on the 30 minute. But people always take buys when the market's selling because they'll take the buy right here because they drop down to the 5 minute.
mm.
But this isn't what you see. You'll see just like buys, 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 but you're on a short term downtrend on a 5 minute. So that's why
Right.
it's like I wouldn't go down to the 5 minute because then you might be tricking you a lot. You will trick yourself. You're
Be
gonna trick
risky.
yourself into these sales right here. Like you might get good and you might get your buys, but I
Yeah,
rather
it seems very tedious and hyper focused on
you
just the
yeah, and you'll lose trades because your anxiety is going up because it's the 5 minute. And this looks better because you see the buys versus when you're on the 5 minute, you might get caught in one of these
yeah.
when it's coming down. Like any of these coming down, you're gonna be like, I'm in a losing trade because you're on that 5 minute. So do you have the heart of steel to sit through every single candle for 5 minutes saying it's gonna turn around? You don't know. You know what I mean? You're in the trade. You don't know. So that's why I would rather be on the 30 minute because the 5 minute can chop
Yeah.
you.
Right.
That's why I always tell clients do the daily 4 hour. Here, I'll break a quick buy down just to show you. So I mean, this is the easiest because you obviously see we're in straight buys. Hold on. Straight buys. And you don't have to get down to the nitty gritties of the when people say like higher low, higher high, higher low. Let me show you one like this. So higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You don't need to know all that to know that you're in buys. You can literally just draw a line and it's going up. Or
Yeah.
in sales, you can easily just draw a line going up, going down. It's so that simple. So since we're in buys on the daily, that's a 2 second thing that we can see. We'll go down to the 4 hour and we're still in these buys. We're not going down or anything. That's another 2 second thing. Go down to a 30 minute. This is where the support, resistance, and all that stuff comes into play. But really, we're just looking at price. So price being like, where is price? Since we're in buys, you can only be support. So let me put the text box. So the
When you say when we're in buy, that's when the market's like basically like it's shooting up.
mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. Uh, just so we have D is daily, 4 hour. These are our time frames and 30 minutes buys. Since we're all in buys, we have to be looking for our support.
Right.
Support is basically where price cannot go below. So let's just say something right here. So this is support because price is not going below it. This is support because price will not go below it.
Question for you. Technically, if there's some sort of a crash, could it go below that?
For sure.
Okay.
But then you're looking at sales. If it crashes, then you're looking at sales now.
So either way, you're winning.
If you, as long as you, as so, if we're on the daily
Strategically,
buys,
yeah,
four
yeah.
hour buys, 30-minute buys, yes,
Okay. You could take advantage of the market, meaning, okay.
exactly. But if you have daily sales, 4 hour sales, 30-minute buys, just know you're playing in traffic because if the daily and the 4 hour, the strongest time frames are in buys or sells and you're taking the opposite on the 30-minute, it's gonna reverse on you.
Yeah.
Instant, it's gonna reverse on you. I don't care how many, yes, you can get up into profit, but mentally, man to man, everybody just stays in the trade because you feel like you're winning. But when it reverses on you and you're thinking, oh, it's gonna turn around, it's gonna turn around, you're in the wrong trade. Like you're gonna lose.
Hey, yeah.
So I would rather do just, hey, is my daily buys, is my 4 hour buys, and is my 30-minute buys. If all that's lining up, if I lose the trade, I lose the trade because it's the market. Oh well. If I win the trade, it's because I stuck to my system.
Mm,
We're not
gotcha.
going to win 100%. That's not our goal. Our goal is to just take advantage of my $1,000 does nothing to this market.
Mhm.
This market moving up and down takes Fortune 500 companies out. Like this is not our
Right.
game.
Yeah.
So when I'm taking my buys, if I take a small loss, that's fine. I just charge that to the game. That's just business. That's just business. Um, but my wins be so profitable. Let me show you why. Let me show you why my wins. I'm getting a little hit. So buy. We're on the 30 minutes buy. We find our support because you don't want to buy at a resistance area like this. You don't want to buy here, you're gonna lose the trade. You don't want to buy here, you're gonna lose the trade. You don't want to buy here, you're gonna lose the trade. So you want to buy at support areas right here to where
Mhm.
price doesn't want to break below. Okay. Since we
Yeah.
understand that, we're gonna say, all right, Anthony, where's the specific exact number that I need to put my money at? Everything I do is on whole numbers. Everything. There's 400. So 800, 600, 400, 200. As long as it's, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. No matter what it is. After we mark these support areas up is where I take my exact. Why? Because if me and you owned a bank and we wanted to say, hey, we're gonna buy at some price, we're not gonna buy, let's see this. We're not gonna buy at, let me just move this, uh, 28398.3. Me and you are going to come to a conclusion and we're going to say we're going to buy it at a whole number. And look, that's exactly what the market did.
Mm.
Straight to the T on whole numbers. It's not going to be some, look, 28415. Why? Like, why would we be at 28520? Why would we be, 28557? Let's
You're
just
just leaving money on the table, basically.
just straight whole number it. Just
Yeah.
straight whole number. Boom. So you see that one, and then right here we had that same support. Well, let me clear this up. Take this on, and then this one is gonna like come over here. So just gonna put 200. Boom. If we wanted to put a box, this would be our box, but I don't use boxes. This is that support resistance stuff. I just use straight price.
Mm.
So this long position is buys. This is where we would take our buys. Let me bring this up. So if I'm in my winning trades, I'm winning a lot more than if I was losing. So that's why I keep my losses small versus my wins big.
Mhm.
Let me see, support, and then
That little red mark, like that little red area is where you came in and maybe the market dropped a little before shooting right back up.
yeah, so this would be my drawdown. Either in
Okay.
my drawdown or I lost the trade.
Okay.
So if what I'm looking at, let me see if I can pull up a right here. So this right here, this area,
Yeah.
if this breaks below here and comes past these support lines right here, I need to get out the trade.
Hmm.
But since it didn't break past that and we stayed on our support of 218, no, 28200, this line is at 28200. You can see that it broke above, came all the way up, came right back to this area and shut off into buys.
Nice. So, question for you. I think I've heard technically you can set like a parameter of like a loss parameter. I know that's not the lingo, but
Stop loss.
a stop loss so
Mhm.
you wouldn't, lose out on all your investment or whatever.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this is right here. So you see this middle number, this is US 30.
Yeah.
These are basically like all right, 37.8. It's the number on the left. This is how many points you're like losing or winning. So just times this by, it depends, whatever you trade. If you put, $5 trades, $10 trades, $20 trades, then it's 10 times 35. So 10 times 35, if it depends, if you would have took your entry on, let me zoom in more so you can see it a lot clearly. If you took your entrance right here, and let me grab this. All right, if you took your entrance for the buy right here, then you have no drawdown. If you took your
Mhm.
entrance for the buy right here, then you have no drawdown.
Yeah.
Your drawdown would have been this small little. This is nothing. This is nothing. This little drawdown is nothing.
Mm.
When you see these big candles dropping down, that's when you got to be getting out. But this is just part of the game. This is drawdown is drawdown. Nobody can run from drawdown.
Crazy, man. I see guys' emotions going up and down through this, bro.
Yeah. So being that you don't see none of that and it's all rejection going up, you don't really have to worry about too much drawdown. Uh, did that answer your question?
Yeah, yeah, I got that.
Okay, so that is buys because there's only buys and sales, but I want to make sure you're full comfortable on buys. Like you understand. Let me do a couple of like this right here is support. Why is it support? Because you have candles literally one, two, three, four, five, six, seven candles just sitting right here. They're not just sitting right here for nothing. They're sitting right here as a for a support if we're in buys for a reason. And all I'm gonna be doing is making this a whole number and then clear this off. And if I'm buying, it's gonna be in this because we already did all the groundwork when we did the where's our box? Where'd it go? Right there. We already did the groundwork when we did the daily buy, 4 hour buy, 30-minute buy. Now we're just looking for our support and whole numbers. The support is because I need a buy where the price is not going no lower. And the whole
Mm.
number is if you asked Anthony, what's the exact number I'm buying? I understand the box and I understand support, but I need to understand the exact number I'm getting in when I place my trade. That's where the whole number comes into play. And that's
Mm.
why we did these three examples of this whole number right here, just flat out 28,000. If I was a bank, you were a bank, where me and you are against the world, and we're saying, hey, we need the world to start selling because we're buying. I'm gonna say, hey, Marcus, we finna buy at 28,000. All right, man, let's go. Simple. I'm not gonna tell you buying at 27,999.
Right.
It's just not, doesn't even sound right. So that's why whole numbers, when it comes with money and banks, everything just flows with, when people say I got 1.2 million, nobody says I got 1.238587. I got
Right.
1.5, I got 2 million, I got 1 billion. It's
Right.
just easy flows. And when you got so much volume of money of trillions of dollars going through a market, nobody, even a computer, is not playing the playing around with numbers. We're getting to the T with stuff.
Okay.
So this is buys. Do you fully understand buys before I go on to
Yeah.
sales? Okay,
Yeah.
let me
I mean,
clear.
I'm new to this, but I get
Yeah,
the
the
yeah,
gist of it. Yeah, and
yeah,
then we're gonna have more Zoom calls. It's just this is what. you just take to the market for now, and then I need to know, hey, when you for the week when you traded, we're gonna get back on like a Friday or next week Monday, and it's like, hey, what what went good, what went bad. Like you probably know you don't have a broker, so plus 500 you can use as a broker
Okay.
because this is a just free demo. All it does is because we don't press buy and sell on here. Like this is just what I look at the trade on.
Right.
But I watched the trade on here, but you could just press, you have to put your money in somewhere because you got to have a bank. You got to have a broker for this. Like your money has to go somewhere. This is a United States, plus 500 is United States regulated, 33 million registered customers. I'm not a salesman for them, but if you need to call somebody up about money and this is a bank, this is you right here. Anything else? There's other ones. Because I don't want you to think that this is just the only one. It's just, let's see, Forex, brokers. There's a bunch more. Oanda's another one.
Okay.
And
I don't really want to reinvent the wheel. I just kind of want to, go with what you.
yeah, for sure. Then yeah, just use and you can use Hango Trading. It's on my Instagram here, so you don't get lost. If you want to use the exact one. Because brokers come and go, man. Brokers come and go. So I just want you to,
Oh, gotcha. So you've used multiple then in your whole career?
yeah, oh, for sure.
Okay.
Open this up. And then broker I use right here. Hanko
Okay.
Trading.
You use this one right here?
Yeah. Open a live account and you can open a demo account. Everything's the same. Um, everything's the same. Open a create free trading account. So the information that we do on here is basically this is where you put your money in. This is 24/7 premium support. You have any questions, you just go to live support over here and they'll answer everything. Name, email, account number once you sign up with them. And they're pretty fast. So anything that deals with them, this is who you it's where you go. Chat
Okay.
live 24 hours a day. All right. So let me go to cancel. All right. Now let me look up, find some sales. What is a pair that is selling right now? Is gold selling? No, euro. Uh, well, dang, everything's in buys. Uh, I'll just find a selling spot. I would rather like this. I could use this for an example, but I would 100%. Let me look for
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that's in sales. What is in sales? I'm gonna just add a bunch. One of them got to be in sales. That's buying. That's buying. That's buying. That's buying. What's going on, man? Everything's buying. All right. This, add this. I'll add more. Everything's going up. This is there we go. CAD JPY. I don't trade none of this. I call these exotic pairs.
Mhm.
I trade everything that's only a United States pair. What I mean by that is right here. So GBP USD. That's the British pound versus the United States dollar.
Gotcha.
UJ is the United States dollar versus Japan. Odd is the Australian dollar versus United States. I only do anything that's with United States.
Okay.
But just for looking for selling purposes, this is a Canadian versus Japanese
Mhm.
yen. So we see the sales that we're currently in. Let's see. Let's just make this easy. All right, you can understand it starts right here, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we already see this formation right here.
Mhm.
We already see the sales right here, so we don't gotta keep doing too much. Just go down to a 30-minute, and we're just gonna look for resistance areas. So instead of it like this, so daily sales, 4 hour sales, 30-minute sales. We would be looking for resistance, and the same thing with the whole number. So we move this over here. We're on our 30 minutes. Move all this up there. All right. Resistance is like the same when price keeps going up, comes down, doesn't pass it, up, comes down, up, comes down, up, comes down, up, comes down. I'm going to say, what is the number or the whole number that it's doing that at over and over and over and over and over again? I'm going to move all this up.
115.
Yes, sir. Clear this, take these boxes off. Boom. Looks a lot nice and cleaner. And if you would have missed this one, you have it's probably would have been a stretch, but it didn't fully come all the way up to it. But if you didn't enter on this resistance area, you could have took advantage of this resistance area and this. Why? Because price came to each, and so it doesn't matter where these candles go. All that matters is these price areas, price, and you just take the sell. Why? Because you already know that you were doing sell, sell, sell. Instead of it being support, it's resistance because resistance is price can't go past up. It's not going up. It's just selling, 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 selling. So that's why it's resistance. We use the whole number because that's where we enter and exit. Because your next question would be like, hey, where do I exit? Exits will always be at some type of whole number. So this one will be 600. You could have exited at 500, 400, 300, but it just depends on how much money do you want. And would you have held the trade for 30? All these are 30 minutes. So if you want to hold it all the way to down here, this would have been, a day or two of holding. So if you don't want to hold that long, you know what I mean? You could have just pulled your profits at 114 600.
I'm personality wise, bro. I'm kind of like the type that just can I just like get in and get out, or do I have
Mhm.
to whole day
Yeah,
or half
for
a day?
sure. If you want to get in and get out, do the same thing. It just be on a 5 minute or the 15 if the 5 minute is too much for you. So boom, if you want to be in on the 15, you're doing the same thing because the price is still here. Nothing changes. So
Right,
you still got to get in on this. If whether you're on the 30-minute, 15, or the 5 minute, here, we could drop this to the 5 minute. At the end of the day, regardless, price still comes here.
right.
And as you see, price still came here. So it broke, retested, the same price, you could get in. Simple.
Hmm.
And all these candles are 5 minutes. So you could ride it all the way down.
Okay.
And your exit would have been because you see that this previous support was over here. So that's why you got out, because that's where the
That's the
previous.
whole number we set it at, right?
Yep. And that sells. There's not much to it when it comes to sales.
Mhm.
If you and remind you, since you're selling, you did all the work you did all the work. So just take your sales and get the whole number at each of these areas. So like here, 900, you would have sold right here.
Okay.
Let's see what 800, you would have sold right there. And then 800 still drags way across over here. Hold on.
Now, when you say you would have sold right here, can I set those parameters of selling, or do I have to be clicking, every time it moves, or
You can. basically, let me show you like right here. I don't do this paper trading, but I'm sure there's a way. How do you paper trade? I think it's press this, paper trade, pull this up over here. Buy, and then you'll see it right here. So every broker has this like take profit, stop loss, limit. So basically, this is all you would have to do. Just set a take profit and a stop loss, and you can let it run.
Okay. That makes it
Hmm.
easier.
Yeah. Let me take all this off.
Can you hear the background noise here or no?
No, I don't hear anything.
Cool, cool, cool.
That was sales. Did you understand everything with sales?
Yeah, yeah, like yes, like the buy, yeah.
Yeah. Because then I would just be drawing literally lines on every hundred and you could simply see it. Like
Mm,
just looking at it, and I've never been on this chart ever, ever, ever. Like I don't
mm.
even never. But if I just you're just an nobody and just put it and you knew how to break the chart down and you were looking for sales already. I mean, here's your sell without even me never being on this chart ever. Your profits will always be way more than your drawdown.
Mm.
Um, you got the broker part down. Uh, the email, did the email come through?
Oh, here, let me try it real quick. Uh, no, it has not, bro. Let me check my junk folder. No, trash. No, the email didn't come through, bro. Maybe it'll refresh now, but no.
Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna send it to your phone and let me know. It's just it always does that pay thing if I send it to people's phones. Just let me see. All right, I sent it. Let me see what it says if it's free or not.
Forex Mastery. Yeah, it says free.
All right, perfect. Okay, that's all I needed to make sure I could show you uh what's on it.
You want me to go in there real quick? Let's see.
No, I just wanted to make sure you were taken
Oh,
care
okay.
of. As long as you're taken care of, that's all I care about is you're
Oh, okay,
taken
okay,
care of.
okay.
I just want to be extra just to show you what you're looking at.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's taking long. Come on, load, load, load. All right, you just go to this course where the course is, and you should see just multiple lessons of each one of these are different clients. Just in case for questions you didn't have, it's extra, extra, extra.
Oh,
So that
this.
this week, we have more data. Well, I have more data because I'm just giving you information now on how to basically day trade simple, easy, make money. But to get you further, I need data like, okay, he took this trade this day, he held it, didn't hold it, how many trades, did he even trade? Is Mondays his losing days? Is Mondays his good days? There's a lot of data I need to know, um, so I can continue progressing with you.
And I can practice on the paper trading too, right? In the first
Yeah.
day or yeah, okay.
You can do it this way. I don't know why I don't like the paper trading on TradingView. It looks weird to me. I
Okay.
don't know why. You can do it, use Hanko Trade. It doesn't matter. It's a broker. It's not like you're losing money. But yeah, you can just use buy and sell on here on TradingView. And I'll send you a no matter who you use, I'll send you just like I sent you the how to use TradingView, I'll send you
Yeah.
another video on just how to use it paper trading
Okay.
because I use Hanko Trade.
You use what? I'm sorry?
I use hankotrade.com like I
Oh,
was
yeah,
showing you. Yeah, I
yeah.
use them. So I could only show you them.
Okay.
Let me think for now. All right, yeah. All the information you have now, we just need data now, like you executing things so we know what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong.
Okay.
What questions do you have for me?
If I can you get some of this data if I start kind of dabbling with the paper? trade, or do I need to get it full on, fund the account and already just go?
No, just by paper trading. You don't need to fund anything. Just by
Okay.
paper trading because it gives you it shows you your history. So what I
Oh, okay.
need is this is what exactly what I need. Simple data history. So if you took a trade Monday and you exited the trade, I need to know everything about that trade, like why you did it, why you exited, why you entered for Monday. That's what it shows me. It shows me where is
Like
this?
a golf swing. I gotta adjust every time, I
Yeah,
gotta.
yeah, but we can't adjust if I don't know what I'm adjusting.
Right, right.
So yeah, so if we're paper trading, it'll show where's that history, order history. So boom, like it'll show all. How do I scoot all this up? It'll show this, like it'll show sell he bought or like days, price, time. It gives me information. You know what I mean? To go off of versus just talking to you. I rather hold the wheel with you and say, this
Right.
is what you're doing right, this is what you're doing wrong. But it gives me this information that I need, like you bought and sold. Simple.
Okay.
Because I can just give you information, information, information all day. You know what I mean? But if we don't do nothing,
Right.
we're trying to get you money fast.
Faith into action, bro.
Yes.
All right.
Any more questions?
No, not necessarily. I think I kind of have to dabble with it. I got the general gist. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to look over the videos, and any basic information, but definitely get into the paper trading, just to dabble with it right now.
Okay,
Uh,
all right.
Now, what are some of the times you do this at, or preferably
Perfect.
in
But
the day? Oh, okay.
so if you ever, anytime you just hop on the charts, just like we are now, 10:39 a.m.
Okay.
It's just on Baby Pips Forex market hours. It'll literally show you what hours you're in. So this New York session, where it's closed now because it's Saturday.
Okay.
Markets aren't open Saturday, Sunday. But this shows you literally the time of the day. Like you can move all this, but you don't need to move this. It usually it's already on it
So,
on what time it is. So this shows you the volume of the trade in the day, and if it's low volume, and then if you're in New York session, London session, Tokyo session, or Sydney section. We're always in a New York session. That's where we make our money. But you can see right here, it's 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. The hours are up here. So if it's 6 in the morning or 7, 8 in the morning, you can see like you'll be in London session and New York session where it has the most volume because it's two different sessions at this time in the morning, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning.
what's your sweet spot personally that you
I
that
love this. So I'm up because of my kids. I gotta take them to school and everything like that. So this 6, 7 between 12 is right here. Right
oh,
here. It's literally because it's both sessions. It's the highest volume. So it's
mm,
moving.
right. All right. Makes sense. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it
Um,
seems pretty not I don't want to say simple or easy, but almost if you get the basics down,
hmm
and you don't try to reinvent the wheel, it seems like and of course have progress with you, and make
hmm
adjustments that this could turn into something very, of
Yeah.
course, lucrative, so
Yeah, this is what people usually do that you see on Instagram or YouTube or anybody that's doing day trading stuff. So this is what they show. They'll show you all this indicator stuff. This is the stuff that we do not use that I was telling you about. So they could pull up all this. Let's just throw all this on the charts. You'll see all these lines and all this stuff. None of this stuff matters. Yes, you can fix all these lines up. People say if it crosses above this indicator, it starts buying. Crosses below this, it starts selling. I'll show you why none of this stuff works. We don't even know what this is because it's BS. These are all indicators over here, but all we use is a trend line because the trend line is not an indicator, it's just a line. So that's all that is, horizontal line. All I need is the ray. That's just a line because I needed to see the price.
Mhm.
None of this stuff is you need because it doesn't make you money. None of this stuff you need because it doesn't make you money. They show people fib retracements because they say that the 0.5 you're going to buy off if it comes up over here. None of this works because who's the guy, the $1 trillion guy that says, oh no, we put it right here. Or, oh no, we put it right here. Or, oh no, we put it right here. There's not
Mm,
one man on this earth that can tell us, no, we put it right here. He would be the trillionaire. You know what I mean? If he knows how all that works. Any of this stuff, this sector, none of this stuff. It's not even nothing. That will not make you money. None of these arrows will make you money. None of
mm,
these emojis or these hearts will make you money. This is just a ruler, so this isn't gonna make you money. This is just all this is BS. I'll say all this stuff is BS. The reason why I use this because if me and you had $1 trillion and we can just pay developers to make tradingview.com and there's a way like we make our money by the world. So where's the world gonna go to put the money at and look at the charts? Okay, we got to give them something, TradingView. We got to give them something, Robinhood. We got to give them something, Weeble. You know what I
mm,
mean? There has to be a platform, a broker that where we get this money. So
mm,
boom, we have a platform. Now we have to give Americans or everybody, anybody that wants to trade charts. We got to give them charts. You got to look at price. That's where you get the news outlets. You know, CNN. All you see is you never hear about the company. You just see the price at the bottom of the screen because that's all that matters is price. Because what can you manipulate? I could buy tradingview.com and just have all this stuff manipulated. I can buy the news, every news in the world if I have $1 trillion. I can do that. I have to manipulate the world to go either buying or selling. How do I do that? The media. All right, we got that out the way. Um, I don't use none of this stuff because why would TradingView give me emojis for me to make
right,
money? Why
right.
would you give me emojis for me, hearts and you know this does not make me money whatsoever. So why would you give me flags? Why would you give me ghost feed? And
Right.
nobody's gonna give me like none of this stuff looks or it's not gonna make me money.
So
It's just
whether
there
the
to confuse me.
sorry to interrupt, but whether the market's, going up and everything looks gravy or whether it's all coming down on fire, like we're making money either way, you mean?
We're making money because I rather make money with the people that control everything. So if you're a
Even
bank,
if markets are manipulated, we could still
yeah.
make money in those little changes.
Yeah, because you're gonna be, let's just say right here. Let's just put it at
Oh boy.
800. Or let me see. I didn't even do my top down if we were in buys or sells for this. Let me go to GJ because that's what I trade. GJ. All right. No matter what the market does all through here,
Hmm.
let's just say this whole market, if I could black all this out, this whole market, no matter what this does, you cannot manipulate me by, you still got to take your $1 trillion, your $1 gazillion from here. And if you want to make 10 gazillion dollars, you got to bring it up here.
Mm,
So if I could black all this out, no matter what you can manipulate, you still got to come down to here, the starting line. This is where I enter. I
mm,
enter at a whole number for that reason, because I know you're going to do all the BS here. You're going to do all this BS, but I need you here.
right.
I think that's probably where probably my expertise or the skill or why I win. I think that's where because I used to be like retail trading and all that stuff. I get the whole gist of it. I understand why people, this is what they're using. They're doing all this stuff because that's what's promoted. And look, you're buying right here. Look why this will fail. Let me see. If you do use the Fibonacci stuff, then you just lost, 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 lost.
Hmm.
But if you're trading like you own, if you want to trade like you own the news outlets and you own TradingView, then look, you can't
You got to have a bigger scope.
a bigger scope and you're
Yeah.
not the winner. Like you're not the winner. You're not if you understand that if I trade like what's being shown on computer or in the world, I will lose.
Right.
But if I trade like I'm against the world, I'm gonna win because the whole reason for the market is to be against the world.
Tupac right there, bro. It's just me against the world.
Yeah. So yeah, it's simple. The world is doing the all the tricks. I don't know what. So I don't pay attention to what people do. So I don't know if it's like ICT. I heard ICP. There's a million little ways of how people trade, but I trade just price because you can't manipulate me on price.
Mhm. Yeah,
Simple.
bottom line numbers. Yep.
Bottom line numbers. Bottom line on paper, it is what it is. If we took numbers to court, these are the numbers we show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
that's a good one right there.
I'm not taking a Fibonacci to court. And I'm
Right.
not saying, you know what I mean? I'm taking
It just seems too speculative to me that Fibonacci stuff, I mean, the way
it's
you
supposed to.
explain it,
It's supposed to. You're supposed to not know. It's supposed to make you lose. You're supposed to lose. Like you're
The game
supposed
is
to. It's
rigged. The
not
game
like,
is
yeah, it's
rigged.
not, yeah.
Gotcha.
That's why I do everything whole numbers. Simple. People overcomplicate it. Yes, I could explain that drawn out way how I explained it to you, but I explained that so much times. I just like telling people, just do whole numbers,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of getting all into the craziness of it. Just hey, just be simple, do whole numbers. You don't need to know why, just do whole numbers. I
Yeah.
don't want you saying the government's against me and all this stuff and just make your trades, make your money. Don't do what everybody else does with all this crazy AB bats and W's and double tops, double bottoms, triangles, W's, M's, all that stuff. Don't listen to none of that. Just
Gotcha.
price, just numbers and price. Nobody can manipulate you. Nobody can take advantage of you if we're all playing, well, if we're playing the same game, just not the same game as everybody else. People are using, that's why I don't use trend lines. There's no such thing as a price on a trend line. And we create the trend line. So it's subjective.
Right.
Like nobody's going to say, oh, the trend line goes here and this is where I made $1 billion because I put the trend line like this. Nobody's going to say that. There's nobody, what I can't lie about, what you can't lie about, what TradingView can't lie about, what the markets can't lie about, what the price of gold can't lie about if we were trading gold. Because at the end of the day, you can't lie about these prices and you
Mhm.
can't manipulate these prices. You can't. It's how we all make, it's how the winner makes their money by price. So I'm
Mhm.
going to be with the, what is it they say in Vegas? Never bet against the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those like literally don't.
Mhm.
You'll lose and it's 100% you're losing.
Mhm. Okay.
But for now, that's everything, man, until we have some information on executions.
Okay. All right. So paper trading, I could only start on Monday when the market's open, basically.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so right now, okay, I'm gonna get all my basics in, watch those videos, take notes, and everything I can to be more or less ready for Monday.
Mm-hmm. And then by the end of the week, just send me a message. Or if you have any questions whatsoever, just send me a message. But by the end of the week, so we can schedule another Zoom call. So it's like, okay, what do we got? What are we looking at?
Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense, bro. I'm excited, man.
All right, man. I will send this to your email,
All
this
right.
recording. So everything you were writing down, you can just have it on video and go over it a million times.
Cool.
All right, let me close the recording.